Are you ready to learn? Because my super experienced guests are ready to share some really valuable information. Make sure and listen all the way to the end to get help and support. So let's start with the best audio experience.
Hello guys, welcome to our show. Today we discuss about writing, how you can earn money with writing, and even more how you can get great writing that will help your company or your customers to get sales results. I'm so excited to discuss this topic with Zainab Falak. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great. Looking forward to learn more about that. In the first, I love earning money. In the second, I love learning about writing, how to write great copy, because I found that texts are foundation of any content. It doesn't matter where you create content, you need to have great text. Website content, video description, audio podcasts. Without great text, it's hard, literally impossible to get results. Zainab, before we start, just tell more about yourself, experience, background, and why you decided to choose this direction, writing, when we live in the world with AI, that AI will compete with us. Any insights about that?
Yeah, interesting question. So, I'm a 23-year-old from Pakistan. I am working currently full time as a content creator, developer, writer, SEO strategist, you name it. I started 2.5 years ago when I was doing my graduation in actuarial sciences. And initially, I planned to become an investment manager, but when I got into this field, I saw so much potential. I realized that this is something that I really enjoyed doing. So I went ahead. I started working as a content writer. Um, Initially, I was working at Fiverr, Upwork platforms like these, doing small gigs. But then I decided that there's a lot that needs to be discovered. So I created a content agency, and that is how it progressed.
Nice, awesome. Love your experience. And let's talk about our main topic. By the way, probably your hair touch me microphone. I
Oh,
don't
I
know
think,
because
is that fine now?
I can see some. Oh, much better right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay. Let's talk about $5,000. Tell me how I can take $5,000 to put in my pocket just to write text.
Okay, so there's multiple. So when you're working as a writer, if I'm talking about myself, or if we're just talking about the writing field, there's multiple steps. If you're working as a writer solely on Fiverr, Upwork, you're doing short-term gigs, that you're making, I would say you're making enough money. You make $1,000, you make $2,000 a month, but a certain cap appears when you're doing gigs like this. If you have to grow, you have to. What I think is that you have to create a organization. You have to create a process through which you can take clients, you can handle their needs, you can cover multiple niches, you can do copywriting, you can do content writing, you can even incorporate AI within your writing practices ethically, no plagiarism, nothing of that sort involved, and then you can gradually scale.
hmm Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about creativity. AI tool can be creative. AI tool can produce something new, and I found that AI is the best ever rewriting tool. But who cares about rewriting? Customers, readers don't need exactly the same text that they can find online on Google at any other places, because everyone is looking for something new. So can you tell about how to be creative? I found that many companies usually rewrite, and you don't need to hire writers for that. You can do it on AI. So AI probably will even replace today most mediocre writers. So can you tell about research and sharing something new?
Yeah, so I believe creativity comes from within. What you can write, AI cannot. AI only compiles a list of all the resources that are available already online, and it just creates something new out of them. If there's a need for a new idea, only you can produce that. So I don't think AI is going to replace writers totally. There's a lot that writers can do. AI cannot bring in new information that you yourself can find. Yes, AI has a lot of potential. It can help you it can help you write. It can help you rewrite. It can form your sentences better. It can even help you research. I use AI to research all the time because a lot of areas that I might miss, AI would not. So when you're talking about just the ideas, um, your creativity, what you think, what and creativity is not just something that you can find from research. Like you can just research about it and you can come up with an idea. It's just something that it just maybe at the back of your mind. You might have seen it somewhere. You might have come across an idea 2, 3 years ago that you want to implement right now. So that's how I think human writers, are very important then in the
Mhm.
industry.
Okay, let's talk about research. How to learn customers today? Because I see some cliche when companies, content creators usually use tools. For example, they open SEMrush,
Yeah.
Ahrefs, many other tools, see this high volume keywords and can say, wow, I can get all this traffic, I need this traffic. But in the end, if you take high volume keywords, you will compete with thousand other great content on this niche. And in the second, it doesn't mean that you can sell by
Yeah.
having these keywords because long tail keywords sell much better. And even if you have long tail keywords, it doesn't mean that these keywords will cover your customer's journey. So your customers need, probably need, yeah, it depends, something that help them during the way. Let's talk about that. How to find the right keywords.
So when you're even searching for the keywords to write content, one thing that you should keep in mind is customer is the king. That means that you need to have everything a customer would be searching or a reader would be needing from the website. You just don't go on an app and Ahrefs, SEMrush, and just look for the keywords, write content based on that. You have to understand the needs of your target audience. Once you have figured that out, you can use these tools to find high volume keywords with less competition. That is how you start by targeting. Once your site starts getting readers, it has established its own value. Then you can compete with the target with your competitors that is ranking way higher than you.
Mhm. We have a comment that AI doesn't help you with the content SEO. So, can you tell how to use AI in the right way? Because today we can't ignore this tool. Probably we not probably, yeah, yesterday we could, today we can't, tomorrow it's impossible to ignore this tool. And but this tool is not golden button, yeah, you can't click to get everything that you need to have, because it's not creative, you can share fresh data. Can you tell how to use AI in the right way? I mean, like to save time, to increase your speed, or even to get quality with your human touch.
So the first thing that I really recommend every writer is to research using AI. Even if we'll just take the example of ChatGPT. If you're writing an article, you can ask ChatGPT to create an outline for you. It would oftentimes, in fact, most of the time, it highlights the headings, subheadings that you might have would otherwise miss. Once you do that, you can ask it to list sources, credible sources that you can look up to find more relevant content, to see what your competitors are doing. So um, how you should start is um asking AI tools to research for you, create headlines, find resources for you. Once you have figured all of that out, The SEO part, I agree. AI cannot exactly help you with that. You have to do some of that manually. For instance, a lot of times when you ask ChatGPT to find you high volume but low competition keywords, it often comes up with wrong suggestions. So you have to
Mm.
do that part manually. You have to find if you're incorporating keywords organically within once you have written the article, you also have to do that manually because if you're asking an AI tool to do that, it would just insert a bunch of keywords inorganically, which is going to look bad at the end of the day.
Yeah, interesting. And once I remember this tweet when Elon Musk tested ChatGPT, and he asked a long question with a lot of insights, many details. And what I found, Elon Musk spent time to craft this question, and he got long answer. But I see when people use ChatGPT by asking generic questions. For example, write an article how to lose weight. You can get like thousand others can ask the same. So it's not like lazy research. You need to spend more time even on ChatGPT.
Yeah, the result it would be producing would be the same it would produce for any other person. So
Mhm.
there's nothing unique about what you want. You have to you have to give it a human touch, I'd say.
Okay. Let's talk about how to write text that people wanna read. It's interesting that according to the average data, people bounce fast. It doesn't matter what kind of content they consume: video content, audio podcasts, blog posts, books. For example, people usually read only 5% of all books. So 95% are ignored. And you know why? Because I can tell from my experience. When I take a new business book that is valuable, but it's boring. It's so boring, and many books are great for sleep. When you have problems with sleep, you can take a new boring book to read before night. You don't need to pay for pills. You can save money with medicine and sleep well all night. You don't remember anything from this book, but many books are great. I love them. When I read these books, I can live on this book. I can forget about many things that I need in my life, like about water, about meal, about sleep, because I'm part of the journey. I'm on this book. My mind is other reality. And uh, I found content creators can do the same. For example, once I spoke with Jim Edwards. He worked in Business Insider 10 years, and he told me the success of Business Insider depends on writing non-boring content. Because most content are boring, it can be valuable, a lot of value. But if it's boring, it's not valuable because people won't read this content. Can you tell how to create or write text that people want to read until the end?
So again, you have to before you start writing something, you have to put yourself in the shoes of your reader. Ask yourself, if I am asking for if I am looking at this query, what is the information that I would like to read myself? One thing that a lot of writers do to increase the word count is adding fluff, adding information that is of no use just to increase the length of the article. Do not do that. Write concise pieces, talk to the point. Nobody likes to read to 2,000 words, 3,000 words to find a 1 or 2 line answer. If the answer is small, you do not have to explain that a lot. Just do that. Give the reader the answer. Also, look at what your competitors are doing. There might be a lot of relevant questions which are associated with the query of the reader that he or she might think of looking for. So instead of having them going to a competitor website and searching for other answers manually, incorporate all of that in one single piece. This is how I
Mhm.
like to make my articles.
Yeah,
Also, again,
but
you have to make it engaging. Nobody likes robotic writing. Nobody likes to read something that seems like it's written by a robot. Um, Engage with the user. You have to make it personalized. Show them that you care
Yeah.
about them.
Okay. You mentioned about simplicity. That you don't need to write some fluff, and yeah, I see often. When people try to extend the number of words for the sake of having it, or for the sake of I don't know, they justify because of the average data, because competitors have such text in the top 10. I think it's not good idea if you do it for the sake. But if you do it for the customers, probably sometimes readers need long copies. That's
Yeah,
okay. They need a lot of details, but it depends. We don't need to write for the sake of having.
yeah.
And
So end goal should be satisfying the customer.
yeah,
If
and
somebody is coming to your website, he or she should have answers to all their questions.
once I got the quote, you don't need to write 100 words if you can do it for 50 words. Can you tell how to simplify content? For example, if I want to go straight to the point, to help my readers, to support them. So, can you tell how to write something in 50 words that my hands type in 100 words?
Yeah, okay. I'll give you an example on a piece of writing that I was working on just right now. So, for instance, if you're writing about how to create macros in Excel, if you're working on this topic, you do not have to write about what are macros. If somebody is coming to your site, they already know what are macros. They need to know how to create them. Just give a small description on what you're going to show them. If you're going to list all of this down in steps, just summarize it in one to two lines what you're going to do, and just get on with it. Do not talk to them about what are macros, what are the benefits of macros, if you should be using macros in Excel, what are the alternatives you should be using. They do not need that. They only need one simple answer: how to create them. Give them that.
Yeah, yeah, nice, nice. Okay, let's talk about content structure. I think most content are the same: intro, the main part, conclusion. And we need to have logical chains, when people can read content. I remember even, once I read a book. Joe Sugarman wrote this book 40 years ago, and he mentioned that you need to have logical structure when readers can skim your text, when they feel it, that because I see when people add keywords, content creators add keywords, and you can lose attention. You can lose this logical structure because of sake of getting a lot of keywords for the sake of Google. So, can you tell how to do the right structure? I mean, like intro, the main part, subheadings, conclusion, from your experience.
Okay, so what I like to do personally is writing it all down on a notebook. If I'm when I'm researching, I would write all the points which I want to include in the article. Sorry, which I want to include in the article, and then I would actually make one or two pages just writing about everything that might be important for the reader. Once I do that, I make a list of how a list of three or four headings that are very important to incorporate. I would start. I always keep the intro short. There's this misconception that intros matter a lot. It's not right. You Nobody reads the intro. Everybody just wants to get into the article and find their answers. So keep the intro short. 100 to 150 words is more than enough. If if you can keep it less than 100 words, then start about if I'll give you an example. If you're writing about if you're reviewing a social media app, talk about uh, what the app is before jumping into the advantages and disadvantages. Give the readers an idea about how it is different than other apps. Once you do that, once that is clear, you can jump into what are the advantages of the app, what are the disadvantages of the app. Again, do not um, do not make it very lengthy for the reader. They're here for the answers. If you can, you can even use bullet points. You can create a list, which is easier to go through. I like I add in as much headings as I can, because that makes it easier for the reader to just know which point to stop at, where to look at. And again, Most of the articles, they can be well written within 100 to 1500 words. You do not have to take them to 2000 words, 3000 words, just for the sake of Google, just for the sake of just to hope that Google would rank your content, and then just summarize it within 100 words. That's it. Add pictures.
Mhm.
That's very important. Yeah, add lots of
Mhm.
pictures. Readers love pictures.
Yeah. It's interesting that when I'm hiring new writers for some projects, I usually denied cooperating with writers who told me about the price for 1,000 words or per word. Sometimes even I cooperate with these writers if I see they have experience, they're good with that. But I tell them, okay, for example, you charge for 1,000 words like 100 $200. Okay, let's do something different. The average like 2,000. I can pay you $400. $400, it's more than you charge for 1,000 words, but forget about the number of words. I need quality.
Yes.
Spend more time with research. I give you this time because I don't need to get just the number of words. I want to get quality. I don't
Yes.
care about the number of words. I need to get only quality. Forget about fluff. And yeah, I cooperate with some writers. They love it because they get more money, and
Even Google
they.
says this. Yeah, Google says that it rewards helpful content. So if the writer is just doing it for just inserting keywords inorganically, making it lengthier and lengthier, Google is not going to reward that. Google has its algorithms in place, and yeah, that the metrics, it's always quality over quantity.
Okay, Zainab. By the way, I like your name.
Thank you.
Interesting, great name. Okay, I'm interested about editing. How it's important to edit text because for example, book authors usually hire. I mean, like great book authors hire like 5, 10 editors. Some book authors have like 15 editors, a lot because some editors can check out Grammarly, the rest like human touch, emotion, so they're different. And when they cooperate like a cohesive team, we can get great books that interesting to read. Uh, I don't think so. It's a good idea to hire 15 editors for website copy because we don't compete with books, but we compete with many other website content, and it's better to hire just one editor. For example, when I write for social media, I don't have any editors. But if I create content, evergreen content that I'm going to rank on Google, so I cooperate with editors. Can you tell how it's important to have proofreading, to cooperate with editors? For example, if I get a copy, looks good, but in the end, I wanna make it much better. Any insights about that?
So, I think a writer should be doing most of the editing. The editor's job should not be to read all of the content, make major changes, and then submit it for approval. It should be a writer's job. When you're hiring a writer, um, if a writer is writing for you, they should check it in Grammarly. They should make sure that the punctuation is correct. There is no grammatical mistake. Even the format of the article is correct. And the job of the editor should be just to double check. So editing is super important. Even I recommend all of my writers that I hire, they should revise their articles. They should read the articles thoroughly at least 3 times and read aloud.
Mhm.
You're reading it to somebody. That's very important. That shows you how a reader would perceive what you're writing. And yeah, editing is important, but a writer should be doing most of it themselves.
Yeah, we have some sound on the background. I don't know what kind of sound we have.
It should be good now.
Oh, I think it's better now. Okay, let's talk about uh, I'm interested about submitting call to action. For example, if I take topic like weight loss. And if I check out on Google, most content are related to simple solutions. For example, just type on Google weight loss reviews or something like this. You can get headlines like lose weight for 2 months, like 50 kilograms, for 2 weeks, like 10 kilograms, because people are looking for simple solutions. It's the same with crypto. When people wanna earn money fast, even Warren Buffett told that he doesn't know how to earn more than 18% per year. Warren Buffett, one of the best investors all the time, doesn't know, but people want to get a lot of money fast by investing in crypto or binary options or forex. Or, for example, if someone want to learn a new language like French, they're going to Paris and they want to learn French language for a month to speak fluently with people there. It takes time. It takes time. It doesn't matter what activities you want to get. It takes time. So, can you tell how to be honest and transparent with your readers, but not to lose competition with someone who can promise, I don't know, golden button or anything else fast?
Okay, so in your content, it should not look like you're continuously marketing yourself. You're begging the readers to click on a link and get the services. Your priority should be to address the concerns of the readers. And once you have done that very thoroughly, once the readers have the confidence that you really have the knowledge and you have the expertise to deal with their problems, then the call to action should be inserted again organically. Then you should talk about how you can help them. Once you should take them under confidence that you have the ability to help them, and then you should uh, talk about what services you are providing, how you can help them. Again, it should be, I always like to insert call to actions organically. It can be in the outro, it can be in the middle of the article, but it should tell the readers exactly what you're going to do for them. So if you're writing about, for instance, if there's a medical, the example you gave, a weight loss, if there's a weight loss website, and the website offers weight loss pediatric surgery, for example, they should address the concerns a obese person is having, and then talk about what services they can provide to help them. There's certain very important factors to consider. Again, it should not feel like you're marketing yourself. You should care. You should present yourself as if you care about the readers, as if you care about the patients. There should be empathy involved. There should be concern involved. Even sometimes you don't necessarily have to write that take the service from us. You can just talk something. You can just add something like request a consultation. We're here to help you. You can contact us anytime. Something like that would do the job too.
Nice, nice. Let's talk about how to improve writing skills. I found I usually get much better results with someone who understands SEO. Okay, I can sell SEO services, but if someone understands, then we can cooperate like a cohesive team, because SEOs are not magicians. We have no secrets. We just do our job better than competitors. We are creative in our ways. We have our strong sides, but secrets don't exist. And I found it doesn't matter what kind of things are you going to implement or do. You need to understand. And the best way, I usually do myself something. I fail because I start from generic methods, but in the end, I can understand how I can cooperate with experts who can do this job much better. If I use my hands, okay, results are not good, I can't do it, but I understand how it works. So, can you tell how to improve writing skills for the sake of hiring the right people?
Okay, can you repeat the question? I kind of got
I
lost
mean,
in the way.
like if you start from scratch, what will you do today to improve your writing skills?
Okay, yeah. Interesting question. First of all, I would definitely improve my research skills. I would look at what the competitors are doing. I would make a list of everything that the competitors are including, and I would revise my outlines multiple times. Uh, Typically, the first outline that you write is just like a rough draft. There's a lot of things missing in them. I would repeatedly revise them, and then I would yeah, the main thing would be researching. And yes, I would learn SEO. SEO and writing go hand in hand. When I initially started, I had no clue what SEO is, and I would focus on that definitely. I would learn how
Mm-hmm.
to I would learn how to churn out keywords. I would try to learn how to use different tools like Ahrefs, SEMrush. I would I would try to do all of that organically, and of course, in some areas, try to incorporate AI as well.
Mm-hmm. Nice, nice. I opened your LinkedIn profile because I like opening LinkedIn profiles, and I see a serious lady who is watching, and I see this moon background. Can you
Yeah.
tell about your personality? Why you are so serious on LinkedIn? Because it's LinkedIn or any other insights?
It was just a random picture. Every time somebody asks me, I give the picture to somebody if I upload it somewhere. I always tell people I'm not that serious in real life. It was just a pose.
Okay, got it, got it. Okay, let's talk about common mistakes. Can you list mistakes that companies still do in writing and your tips how to do this job much better?
Yeah, so one of the things that most of the companies do is targeting high competition keywords, thinking that even after writing a couple of articles, they would be ranking on the first page of Google. That is not how it works. They need to understand that there should be a strategy behind every single piece of content, and their content strategies should be strong for them to rank, and that too will happen with after a period of time. So this is one of the mistakes. One of the mistakes writers typically make is, of course, writing long content, not caring about grammar, not caring about what the competitors are doing, just doing some basic research, searching on Google, rewriting it in their own words. What I recommend is researching all of it, uh, taking your time to research, taking your time to read about what you're going to write, understanding it, and then formatting, and then typing it all down. Your first draft does not have to be accurate. You have to. I would recommend all the new writers to keep revising their work, and and being consistent. A lot of writers that are new in this field are not consistent. They just want quick results, but that's not how it works.
Mhm. Okay, let's talk more about your LinkedIn profile. I scrolled down a little bit and found that you have certifications in Python for finance, investment,
Yeah.
fundamentals.
Actually, two are
Why?
still missing. I have two more.
Yeah,
I'm yet to add them.
yeah. Okay, let's talk about that. So you help with writing, but you have this finance, investment, analyst course certifications. Can you tell why? Why you
Yeah.
got these courses
So,
and how it can help in your job?
I think I mentioned this before that I was doing my bachelor's in actuarial sciences when I got into this field, and my specialization is in investment management and life insurance. So there's I have two separate kind of lives. This is what I do to make money, and that is what I want to do in the future. Some part of it I am preparing for my master's, so want to do that in risk management, and all of this is for them. I actually managed to land a couple of finance clients because of this as well, and it's been very interesting.
Nice, nice. Okay. Uh, I have the final question about the future. Nobody can predict the future. If I know the future, the first thing what I can do, I can go to the shop to buy a lottery ticket. Because the simple way to earn money like $1 billion, is just to buy a ticket. But let's predict the future. Can you tell what kind of future will be in writing field? Because we have AI, that it's not like the future; it's present. The future will be different because it's only the beginning of AI journey. Uh, can you tell how to adapt today to this possible future and how you can see this future?
Okay, so I think AI is going to be widely adopted all across the content industry, which means that writers that simply rewrite other stuff are going to be replaced by AI. You need to bring in something unique to the table. You need to bring in your own thoughts, your own views, your own opinions, if you want to be from the lot that still stays. One thing that's important is that you do not have to just you do not have to think that AI is not going to be helpful for writing. It creates plagiarized content, blah blah. You have to take it. You have to if you want to proceed forward, you have to understand the benefits of it and how to use it ethically in your writing processes. You can use it to help you. You can use it to help get help in research. You can ask it to create outlines for you. But at the end of the day, the thoughts, the ideas, and the opinions should be your own.
Yeah, nice, nice. Okay, we'll see, we'll see. And Zainab, tell our audience the best way how to learn from you, how to follow you, how to reach out to you.
Oh, it's I would be adding a couple of my blogs on LinkedIn, so you can check. Everybody can check that out. I'm in the process of creating a professional website for my content agency. So a few of the updates about that would be available on LinkedIn as well. I am creating a lead generation website as well alongside with that. That's a very interesting project. So I would be sharing the blogs from that, the updates from that on LinkedIn as well. So yeah, just follow me on LinkedIn, and that's where you will get all the updates.
Okay, I got it. A lot of plans, a lot of goals, but everything on LinkedIn. So, guys, I'll submit the link to LinkedIn account in the description below. Listen us on Apple, Google, Spotify. Thanks again for your time. A big pleasure. Love all your valuable insights. Guys, you need to follow Zainab on LinkedIn because you can see a lot of value. Okay, love you. See you.